To his credit, he was a true believer. A lot of the people who push these crazy ideas, they don't believe in this stuff for a second. They just see it as a means to expand their own power, their own wealth, their own control. It does seem to me like Robert Owen genuinely believed this silly stuff would work. And I say that because he actually bought a piece of land in Indiana and started a commune to kind of show how great these ideas would be. It's probably needless to say, but it failed very, very rapidly. It didn't even last for a whole 2 years. But what he wanted to do was try to show that we really didn't need family. So one of the things that he did with his textile operation was try out this new idea of, hey, let's get the kids from their parents really, really early and see if we can get them to think more like little collectivists. He wanted to pry these children loose from their parents at 2 years old and get them into these kind of daycare facilities. This was way before daycare was a real thing. So they started doing this, and they started doing these weird social experiments. Eventually that culminated with this compound. Now, Robert Owen wrote a lot. He had all these different essays on his view about how government should operate. He ultimately wanted to eliminate private property. He wanted to sideline parents and have children raised by the collective. Of course, two full frontal assaults on God's divinely ordained order for human life, etc. So he fails with this commune, but he comes to the conclusion that the reason it failed is not because he was rejecting biblical principles. The reason it failed is because these children who then became adults had been raised in an individualistic environment. That's a term you hear a lot with all these guys who are responsible for creating the school, the individualism, right? We got to reduce the individualism.